Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today's video, it is another episode of Talk of the Hatters. In today's video we will talk about Luton's draw against Blackpool. We will also talk about Nathan Jones winning Manager of the Year, and also we will talk about Luton's next game against Fulham. So let's kick off and start off with the Blackpool game. But before I do, guys, make sure you are following me across all my social media, and also make sure you drop a like on today's video as well. The more likes, the more engagement my videos get, the more likely that YouTube will promote my videos to a much wider audience for me to grow. It's weird how YouTube works, but the more likes, the more comments, the more likely I am to grow. So please leave a comment and also drop a like on the video as well. But let's get on with the Blackpool game and talk about what happened there. Now, it was a 1-1 draw. It wasn't the best performance from Luton. It really wasn't. It was a good start with obviously with Elijah scoring early doors, but from the moment we scored the goal, there wasn't much energy. Blackpool made things really difficult for us, and it wasn't the same Luton, and you can clearly tell that injuries, you know, they are affecting us massively within the team. And you can definitely, from like just watching it at home, well, I was watching it at work, and you could just tell, you know, we just miss certain players that make things click in the midfield and stuff like that. But unfortunately, you know, it wasn't the best of games. Second half, I thought we was a little bit better in the second half than the first. Blackpool still made things really hard for us. They were dangerous going forward, but we were also dangerous going forward as well. But unfortunately, Dan Potts, he dived in on the Blackpool attacker. Now, for me, that wasn't actually a penalty, although it looked like a penalty. The Blackpool player actually dived. There wasn't really any contact for the Blackpool player to actually go down, but because Dan Potts slid to ground, you know, he gave the referee an easy decision. But what happened about 15 minutes after that, Naismith actually fouled a Blackpool player, and that was actually a penalty, not the actual first one. So in the end, Blackpool did deserve a penalty on the way the game was going anyway. So yeah, Blackpool should have had a penalty, but so should have Luton. You know, Snodgrass was taken out in the box. Referee didn't give anything. No, decisions didn't really go our way throughout the game. And let's not talk about that, you know, that late decision. Jesus Christ. Elijah outmuscled the Blackpool defender, Keown, and played it across the Musway. I don't understand how why the officials didn't even give the goal. And it came out after the game that the linesman even apologised to Nathan Jones that he made a really poor decision. If we got the 3 points there, you know, we've confirmed the playoff place. But because of that decision, it's cost us massively. And don't get me wrong, officials do really have hard jobs, but stuff like that's easy. It's blatant obvious, like that isn't a foul, and yet the linesman still gave it. Now, when we scored that second goal, we actually changed our system a bit. We actually moved to a 4-3-3, which I thought we looked a lot better than we did compared to us playing 3 at the back. I thought we looked really a lot more dangerous going forward. Cornick on the right, Muswell on the left, Jerome also up there as well, Elijah there. You know, we looked really dangerous with the 3 attackers going forward. But unfortunately, it just weren't meant to be, and we ended up just getting a point. Now, unfortunately, we do leave that game against Blackpool with 2 injuries. Bradley with an ankle injury, and also Adebayo with a hamstring. And it's actually rumoured now that Elijah's out for the season. So him actually risking his body for us to score a goal, for it not to count, it hurts even more. Obviously, that is rumours, which I'm saying it's not 100% certain that Elijah is out, but he isn't. Apparently, he wasn't in the training pictures this week, so I think he has really damaged his hamstring, unfortunately, and I do think he's going to be out for the season, which is gutted, because you've had your #1 goalkeeper out and also your top goal scorer out, which is not what you want. But let's move on to what has actually happened since the Blackpool game. Nathan Jones, he has won Manager of the Season. I think he deserves the award. I know Nottingham Forest fans, Jesus Christ, were coming out on social media going like, Cooper deserves it, Cooper's done a lot better. For me, what Cooper's done is a fantastic job. I'm not even denying that Cooper's done a fantastic job, you know. However, when he took over at Nottingham Forest, Nottingham Forest were only 7 points away from Luton. Only 7. You know, so in theory, that's 3 games, you know, winning your 3 games, Luton losing 3 games, and then you're pretty much, you've overtaken. That's all it is. It's not much. Yes, he's turned things around at Nottingham Forest. Don't get me wrong. But the squad at Nottingham Forest was there for him to do well. It was there for any manager to do well. They had Houghton before Cooper. Houghton just couldn't. I don't know what it was. What was actually happening with him and Nottingham Forest. I don't know why he couldn't get the players performing. I don't know why he couldn't get results out of those group of players. But the squad was there for Nottingham Forest to do well. And then in the January transfer window, they got more players in. Nottingham Forest are operating on a much better budget than Luton are. Yeah, that's clear as day. And also, people don't understand as well, when a youngster has an opportunity to join Nottingham Forest or to join Luton, what's the more appealing option? Now, I'm not obviously, you know, disrespecting my club, but as a youngster, Nottingham Forest would be a much more appealing, you know, attraction to go to, because bigger crowds and the history of Nottingham Forest, and also what the potential Nottingham Forest can achieve. You know, it's you know, it's a no-brainer to go to Nottingham Forest. That's probably why that Davis actually from Aston Villa actually did go to Nottingham Forest. You know, because of what Nottingham Forest is all about as a club. And obviously with all that comes a lot of pressure as well. But for me, because of all those factors, Cooper's had it a lot easier compared to Nathan Jones. Nathan Jones is operating on a much smaller budget. We are operating on, if you look at our squad, for example, the amount of injuries we've got. Nathan Jones deserves a Manager of the Season award just on the injury factors. The fact that we're still where we are, considering the amount of injuries we've got. Yes, every team gets injuries, but we've had it massive. We've had it big style. And I think a lot of people, especially outside fans who support other clubs, they just don't understand. How can a manager with pretty much the maybe bottom 3, bottom 5 budget in the Championship be competing with the teams with the best budgets in the Championship? That deserves an award, and rightly so. Nathan Jones deserves Manager of the Season award, whether we get a playoff position or not. He deserves deserves that award on the basis that he's managed us to get us competing with the top teams in the division. And yeah, people are saying, "Oh, we're giving the Manager of the Season award too early." Literally 2 games left in the season. Yeah, Forest could still go up. Don't get me wrong. But from what Nathan's achieved, I'm sorry, but that squad, with our squad compared to Nottingham Forest's squad, it's there. And also, Nathan took 4 points off Forest this season. And let's not forget other managers who also deserve a shout out. Mark Robbins at Coventry, he's done a fantastic job there. And also the Huddersfield boss as well. He's operated not on the best of budgets, but he's brought in, their recruitment's been really good. They were predicted to finish bottom half of the Championship, yet they've confirmed the playoff places this season and have done a great job. So they both deserve a massive shout out in my opinion. But let's move on to the Fulham game, which is going to be an extremely hard one. Fulham, they can win the league against us, which isn't the best. Now, as I'm recording this video, I'm recording the video on the Saturday. This video will go out on the Sunday. I don't know what the Championship fixtures and results are going to be like before, as I'm recording this video, before the games have kicked off. Now, Fulham can technically win the league as I'm recording this video. If not, they can actually win the league against Luton. I know it's confusing. I probably should have waited to record this video, but I needed to record it now while I had the time. But yeah, they could win the Championship against Luton, and also Luton can also confirm a playoff place against Fulham if we win, which is going to be a hard job. Now, they can also score over 100 goals in the Championship, Fulham. We all know going forward with Mitrovic scoring like over 40 goals in the Championship, Harry Wilson adding goals as well, and all the other players contributing as well. You know, they've had a great season for them. Not much competition from the other clubs. I think other clubs have underperformed, like your Bournemouths, your Sheffield Uniteds, your West Broms. But they've done a great job, and you have to say well done to Marco Silva for doing a great job. You can even put him in as a shout for Manager of the Season as well, because, you know, although they were expected to go up, you know, expectations and actually delivering are 2 different things. And the fact that he has delivered, first time of asking, is it's not a bad job. He's done a good job, in fact. But let's talk about that last game which we did play against Fulham. Now, it was a 1-1 home draw. I thought we gave Fulham a really good game. I thought we caused them a lot of problems from set pieces. Elijah did score the goal from a set piece from a Jamesbury free kick. Mitrovic scored a stupid goal which we conceded. Really soft. We could have defended better. I think that was from a corner as well. So I feel like we were quite even against Fulham, to be fair. We caused them plenty of chances, plenty of problems. They caused us plenty of problems. It was a very even game. But I do think we've got it in us to do it again. Repeat that performance and maybe do a little bit better than we did as well. But the problem is we are going to be without certain players. Now, I think the main thing for us is on Monday night is to not let Wilson control the game. Harry Wilson is a quality player, especially at this level. If we allow him to control the game, that's when we're going to start getting, well, we're going to start having problems for ourselves, really, because he will just pick up Mitrovic, he'll pick up the other players in that Fulham side, and that's when the goals will start coming in. Because I do think, if Fulham get the first goal, I think that's when we're going to say game over. I think it's very important for Luton to score the first goal. If we can score the first goal, that's great, because then the pressure's on Fulham, because they are basically going to attack us. But if we score the first one, I think it takes the pressure off a little bit on us. But I feel like if Fulham score with the crowd on their back, you know, it's their last home game of the season. You know, I can see 2, 3, 4 go in past us, and I don't want that to happen. But anyway, regarding to the team selection and the system which we play, do we change it? Do we change it to a 4-3-3? Now, I felt when we did that against Blackpool, we were a much better side. But, yeah, despite that, as we were the much better side, I'm trying to get my words out, you know, I thought we were more dangerous going forward. And also, I think playing at a 4-3-3, it stops our defenders getting injured. I think it limits certain players getting injured. I think with the system which we play with the 3-5-2, I think you need Elijah in it. Otherwise, the system doesn't really work too well. Don't get me wrong, Jerome is a good player. Hilton, you know, they can cause problems. But I think our system, I think we would be a lot more beneficial playing at a 4-3-3. But I'm not too sure. Let me know down in the comment section, guys, what system which you should play, which you guys think we should play against Fulham. Now, the good positives for us heading into this Fulham game is Burke is back, and also Clark. I don't understand how important Clark is. You know, Clark makes everything click in that midfield. I mentioned it about earlier in the video about not having that click. Clark is one of those players who makes things click, and he will be a massive player from now, well, from these remaining 2 games, really, because if we don't beat Fulham, we have to beat Reading if we want to confirm a playoff position. I do think we can do it. Whether or not we'll go up is a different story. But we need to, I feel like now we're in the playoffs positions, let's confirm a playoff place. Let's get that nice and confirmed. But it's time for players to step up. You know, I'm saying about get it confirmed. We need Cornick, Musway, Jerome, Hilton, our attacking players to step up. Defensively, I don't see it being a problem. But going forward, we need to step up. If we can, then I have so much confidence that we can confirm a playoff place. But if we don't, then I worry. I really do, because Middlesbrough are the real team that can probably take us out of those playoff places. Blackburn and Millwall, they rely on us. They have to win both of their games. They've got hard games coming up as well. We just need a point to just eliminate those 2 teams. It's down to Middlesbrough. We need Stoke City on today, as I'm recording this video on the Saturday, to get a result against Middlesbrough, and that would do us a massive favour. But what is my score prediction? Now, my heart is saying it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Luton will score first, and Fulham will score late on. But my head is saying that Fulham are going to win 2-0, which I hope isn't the case. But that is my score prediction, guys. Hopefully Nathan, he plays. I'm going to say it, hopefully we don't get any injuries from now till the end of the season. But yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Comment below your thoughts on the Blackpool game, Nathan Jones winning manager of the season, and also your score predictions and your starting 11s heading into this Fulham game, which is going to be a massive one. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, guys. Don't forget to follow me across all my social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video.